Most people believe money solves problems. Psychology suggests something stranger. Sudden wealth often creates problems the mind was never designed to manage. Across America, lottery winners have walked away with life-changing jackpots only to find themselves trapped in anxiety, broken relationships, reckless spending, and a lingering sense that something has gone terribly wrong. The real curse isn't the money itself. It's the collision between a human brain built for gradual adaptation and a reality that changes overnight. The brain doesn't measure wealth in absolute numbers. It measures change. Winning millions floods the dopamine reward system with an intensity few experiences can match. For a brief moment, life feels limitless. Every purchase seems justified. Every possibility appears within reach. But the same neurological system that produces euphoria also adapts remarkably fast. This is hedonic adaptation in action. The mansion becomes an ordinary house. The luxury SUV becomes yesterday's purchase. Vacations that once felt extraordinary become expected. The emotional high fades long before the bank account does, leaving many winners chasing the feeling they experienced on the day they received the check rather than the money itself. Behavioral economists have long observed that people struggle most when their financial identity changes faster than their psychological identity. A schoolteacher who suddenly becomes a millionaire doesn't instantly stop thinking like a schoolteacher. Old habits clash with new expectations. Buying a $5,000 watch may feel irresponsible one day and completely reasonable the next. That internal conflict creates cognitive dissonance. The brain desperately searches for a story that makes its new lifestyle feel deserved, often leading to increasingly expensive decisions that reinforce the identity of being rich. Ironically, those decisions are sometimes driven less by enjoyment than by the need to make the new reality feel psychologically consistent. Then another force quietly enters the picture: other people. Wealth is never experienced in isolation. Friends begin making jokes about borrowing money. Family members suddenly remember old promises. Social media transforms private success into public status. Status signaling becomes almost automatic. Bigger homes, designer clothing, luxury vacations, exclusive experiences. Many purchases become messages rather than necessities. Social comparison accelerates this process. The brain constantly asks whether its new life matches what wealthy people are supposed to own. Satisfaction quietly shifts from having more than before to having enough compared with everyone else. Modern consumer culture amplifies this effect. Credit cards, premium memberships, luxury subscriptions, and endless online shopping create an environment where spending becomes frictionless. Scarcity disappears. When nearly everything feels affordable, nothing feels particularly valuable. Behavioral economists call this the paradox of abundance. Decisions that once required careful thought now arrive every hour. Eventually, decision fatigue begins to erode judgment. Instead of making better choices because they have more options, people often make worse ones simply because their mental energy has been exhausted by constant choice. The cruelest twist appears when the money starts disappearing. Loss aversion tells us that people experience losses far more intensely than equivalent gains. Losing $1 million after winning $10 million feels psychologically worse than never having won it at all. Many winners double down on risky investments, speculative businesses, or extravagant purchases, convinced they can restore what was lost. This resembles the sunk cost fallacy. Instead of accepting smaller setbacks, they commit even more resources because walking away feels emotionally impossible. The original jackpot slowly transforms into a reference point the brain refuses to abandon. Perhaps the greatest illusion surrounding lottery winners is that their biggest challenge is financial. In reality, it is psychological. Sudden wealth removes many external limits but exposes every internal one. Long-standing insecurities, impulsive tendencies, fears of rejection, and the need for social approval don't disappear when money arrives. They simply become more expensive. The jackpot magnifies existing patterns rather than replacing them, revealing that prosperity often acts less like a solution and more like a psychological amplifier. That may be why the most revealing thing about a lottery ticket isn't the tiny chance of becoming rich. It's the quiet assumption that a different bank balance would create a different mind, when the mind is usually the one deciding what wealth eventually becomes.